It's a hot one, like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear you whisper in the words, melt everyone, but you stay so cool. My Moniquita, my Spanish Harlem Mona Lisa. They got my reason for reason, the step in my crew. And if you say this life ain't good enough, I could give my world to lift you up. I could change my life to better suit your mood, because you're so smooth. And it's just like the ocean under the moon. Yeah, it's the same as the emotion that I get from you. You've got the kind of love that gets me so smooth. Yeah, give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. Hey everybody, welcome to MT Guitar. Thank you so much for joining us today. This is the first video I'm playing my Gibson ES335. I thought it was appropriate for Santana, get a little bit of a darker, earthier tone than the Strat. So we're doing Carlos Santana Smooth featuring Rob Thomas on vocals. And this was a request from a subscriber. We're going to be covering the intro solo, the fills during the first verse, and the main hook solo, and covering a couple theoretical aspects like what scale Santana was using, different techniques he's using as far as bending. So really good to study the greats, especially when it comes to lead playing, because everyone has their own sound. Santana especially has a certain sound that when you hear it, you know it's Santana. And, you know, it does have to do a little bit with the gear, of course, and people focus on that. But it has to do also with the phrasing and with the way that he plays melodically and musically. So we're going to get into that as well. Go ahead and subscribe to MT Guitar. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and really appreciate all your support. It's been great to hear from you all, so thank you very much. So let's get going on this lesson and zoom in on the hands. All right, so we're going to start with the intro solo that Santana plays. And the intro solo is very similar to the main hook of the song. And what I mean by a hook is, when it's played on a guitar, a hook is a solo that is repeated or repeatable. As you learn the intro solo, you're basically learning the main hook. So that's kind of convenient for us. All right, so this is a song in A minor, and a lot of these riffs are going to be in A minor pentatonic. But we're going to address the chords that happen, like F and E. So we'll get into the chords later. But let's start with this solo. It's going to be 3rd string, 7 to 9 fret hammer-on. 8th fret 2nd string, back to 9. And then 8 to 10 hammer-on 2nd string. Look at the fingering there. 1 to 3, 2, 3, but then 1 to 3. Nice and slow. Vibrato. Okay, vibrato has to do with going slightly up, coming back to center. Something that people sometimes rush, but you need to make sure you're coming back to center. So nice and slow. Okay, good. Now 9, 10, 12, half note, half step bend, return, 10, 12, and then a half note bend, and then mute back to 10. So that's a lot, so nice and slow. vibrato. 9, 10, 12, half note bend. 10, 12, half, 10, 10. One more time without me blabbing on about it. Good. Now we have a full note, a full step bend at fret 7 of 3rd string. And there's like 3 kind of like rebending up there. It's like, okay, so bend 1, 2, 3, and then 8th fret, 2nd string, and then unbend it. Pull off. Okay, that's last time. Let's do the whole thing. Good, almost there. Now we go 7, 5, pull off, slide to 4, 7, 4th string, 6, 7, slide to 9, back to 7, and hold it there. Let's take it from here. Here we go. Okay. Now the verse starts, and I'll be covering the riffs, but why don't we start with the chords? Let's start with the simple version here without the piano riff. It's just A minor, F, E. Da 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 da, A minor, F to E. Okay. After twice, it goes to D minor for 2 beats, then D minor over C. So you lift that 3rd finger, put it on the 5th string, 3rd fret, and then pinky, 2nd string. So you could just go like this. And then B minor 7 flat 5, or D minor over B, which is the same thing. So that's 2nd fret, 5th string, skip a string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret. So that's, I hear you whisper in the words of everyone. Then a E over G sharp, which is a 2nd inversion E7. So that's 4th fret, skip a string, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret. This is an advanced lesson, I'm not going to lie. So, playing Santana is not necessarily always easy. And a lot of Latin influenced songs are also a little tricky. So let's do that nice and slow. Back to A minor, F to E. Okay? So why don't we do that whole verse section so far? It's a hot one, like 7 inches in an A minor, F to E. Let's go to D minor, then over C to B, to G, G, G sharp, A minor, F to E. Okay, then that whole thing repeats. So when it repeats, so it repeats, but let's cover the piano riff. You can throw that in while you play the chords like this. Let me try it again here. See? Almost sounds like a Malagueña or a certain type of a Latin feel. So that's going to be 2nd fret, like an A minor triad here, 2, 1, 0. Then a 1st inversion F triad, 2, 1, 1. Then 1st fret, 3rd string, the 3rd of E. Okay, you can throw that in there. Or if you're playing this with a band or a friend, you could play that while the other person plays the chords. All right. Now let's cover some of the fills. So let's take it from the verse here. After the D minor to C, B, we get the first fill here. So let's let's cover that. So that's going to be starting off as a minor pentatonic riff. 5/7 hammer on, 5/7, third string, slide to 9. Then you jump to the first string, 7, 8/7, hammer on and pull off. Sorry, not a hammer on, just a pull off. So 5/7 hammer, 5/7 hammer, slide to 9, 7, 8/7 pull off. Then 10, 8/7 pull off, 10, 9, 7, 9, 10. Let's do the whole thing nice and slow. Okay, that's the first fill. You can just ignore the fills if you just want to play the chords. So then the second half of the verse is the same chords, but the fills are a little different. Mona Kita. Same thing here. Mona Lisa. Then he does a classic pentatonic riff here. Basically just a 15th fret full step bend, unbend, back up. Okay, that's all. Back to the chords. Here's the D minor. Now here's the next riff. So it's 15 full note bend, 12th fret first string, 15 to 12 pull up, then 15, 12. So, and then 15, 13, 15, full note bend. So the whole thing really slow is. Okay? So then we get to the pre-chorus, and it's A minor, F, E, but the F to E is a little sped up. So it's like, and if you said this life ain't good enough. See? A minor, F, E, lift you up, I could change. A minor, F, E. Okay, we did that 3 times. Now D minor, over C to B to G sharp, E over G sharp, and then that's when he says, because you're so smooth, and then it's a B minor 11, which is 2nd fret, skip a string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, open. Because you're so smooth. And back to E. Okay? And then that little riff happens there. So let's cover And If You Said. And if you said this life ain't good enough, I could change my life to lift you up. I could change my life to better suit. Okay? Now during the D minor, C to B, we have a little riff here where it's 7th fret, 3rd string. So that's kind of a D minor riff, actually. 7th fret, 5, 6, 5, 7, hammer on, pull off to 8, pull off to 5, right there. Because you're, and then during this part, the B minor 11 to E, we have another A minor pentatonic riff here. It's like 15 full note bend, 12, okay, twice, and then 15 to 12 pull off, and then unbend 15, and then pull up to 13, and then keep pulling it off. And it's just like this. Let's do that, nice and slow. And it's just like the, and it lands on just like the ocean. Okay, hopefully that was clear enough. That's 14th fret on the 3rd string. And then the chorus is just like the pre-chorus. Just like the F to E, death of the moon. 2nd time, A minor, F, E, da. 3rd time, got the kind of F, E. Here we do a stop on the D minor bar chord twice. So you hit it and then mute it. Give me your heart, make it. And then a E7 sharp 9, Hendrix chord here. 7, 6, 7, 8. Or else forget it. So it's give me your heart, make it real, or else forget about it. All right, that's the full form, right? We've gone through the entire form now, the chords. Now we have the main hook, as I promised I'd teach you. If you've learned the intro solo, you've pretty much got it. And it's a little easier actually than the intro. So why don't we do the whole chorus though before we get into that, just so you know. And it's just like the O F under the moon, and A minor then to F. Get from you. A minor, third time. F, E. Here comes the D minor. Give me your heart, make it E7 sharp 9, always forget about it. Then we have the riff. So we're gonna go 8 to 10 hammer on. And I'm going to go quickly because the intro solo is pretty much what this is, right? 9, 10, 12, half step in, da, 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 da. And then 15 full note bend. And then unbend, pull off to 13, 14. So let's do that really slow. Da, 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 ba, da, ba, da. All right, then the next verse starts. So if you've done all the riffs, the hook, and the intro solo, you basically have the Santana vibe or the Santana feel going. So as you do the next verses, you can create your own riffs. That's kind of part of the fun, right? Is, you know, you don't necessarily want to learn every single note of every part. I mean, sometimes you do if you're in a cover band, but my point is that, you know, you can kind of make riffs on your own, you know. You know, just make up your own. So take these solos, take these scales, and make music on your own. That's kind of my advice to my students a lot. And have fun with this. I know it's a little advanced. So you've got the chords, you've got the intro solo and the riffs and the main hook. And then the actual solo is a little bit wild, and that's beyond the scope of this lesson. So have fun with this. Let me know if there's any questions, and enjoy. All right, everybody, well done. Definitely a lot of fun to dig into this stuff. And I'm looking forward to the next lessons. So make sure to subscribe and don't miss it. And have a great day, everybody, and look forward to seeing you again. Bye.